So here's the problem. I've worked with over 3,000 Etsy sellers in the last 8 years, and most of those 3,000 plus Etsy sellers think their customer service is good. When in actual fact, I would say easily 50% of those 3,000 plus Etsy sellers have customer service standards that are absolutely shocking. Let me lift the lid on customer service. I'm going to show you bad customer service, how to do good customer service with real world examples of actual complaints that I've dealt with. And then you will see the light on how so many people get this wrong and the steps that we need to take to get it right. Let's get into Your Customer Service Sucks. Welcome to Off the Record, episode 2, Your Customer Service Sucks. This is an episode I've been waiting a long time to record, and I've been waiting until I've got the right material to use for you guys that shows you just how bad Etsy sellers' customer service can be. Now, I wasn't joking when I said that I've worked with over 3,000 shops, and I would say half of them or more are giving bad customer service. Let me tell you something, give you a simple instrument to use in your customer service. When you run through your messages in Etsy, if you're seeing the number 5 or higher in terms of interactions with your customer when you're working with them for whatever the reason, you're taking too long to arrive at a satisfactory solution. Now, sometimes the messages will go on more than that, and that's fine. You know, if you're having a back and forth with the customer and they want various details, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when a customer has a question or a problem, so customer service, you've got to get to the solution quickly. Because the longer you take to get to the solution, the more annoyed the customer is going to become. It's as simple as that. So the goal here is to move through the customer service process as smoothly as possible and make sure that the customer is happy or as happy as possible at the end of it. Now, have you heard the saying, the customer is always right? That's not necessarily the case. I would say the customer needs to be kept happy. That's the goal here. Customer satisfaction. The customer's not always right. And sometimes you have to defend your customer service with your policies. But the point is, at the end of the interaction with the customer, we need to make sure they're leaving your store with some kind of positive feeling, a good feeling, not a negative or bad feeling. So, what does bad Etsy customer service look like? Let me show you. This following conversation is taken from an actual Etsy chat transcript between an Etsy seller and a customer. The customer bought a necklace. They're really not happy, and this is not how to do Etsy customer service. Let's check it out.
I purchased this ring and I'm not happy. I wore it once and the silver plating chipped off and the ring looks awful. Is this AliExpress rubbish?
All our rings are high quality silver or silver plating. And we've had hundreds of customers buy the ring you did, and there has never been a problem. Send me a picture of the ring, please.
Here's the picture. You can clearly see the plating has fallen off on the inside. I've never had this happen before. The quality's clearly rubbish. I want a refund now.
I don't think that chip's our fault. We've never seen this before. To be honest, it looks like you chipped it.
This is a complete joke. You're calling me a liar. Why'd I lie about your trashy ring?
We've sold hundreds of these and I've never seen this happen before. Our rings aren't trashy. I don't appreciate you being rude.
Rude? That's it. I'm opening a case against you. Your ring is garbage and I want my money back.
Send the ring back to me, and if we think it's our fault, we'll send you a refund.
No, I want a refund now. I'm not waiting all that time to get my money back. I've opened a case. This is ridiculous.
Fine. We don't need customers like you anyway. I hope you appreciated our budget acting skills, but that's scary. That is actually a real world customer service example and really sucking customer service. It's so bad. And I see examples like that every week when I do my work with my clients. So now let's see customer service done right. So it's the same example, but this time we're using professional, courteous customer service. Let's go.
I bought one of your rings and I'm not happy. I wore it once, the silver plating chipped off, and now the ring looks awful. Is this some kind of AliExpress rubbish?
Hi Steph, thanks for your message and feedback regarding the ring you bought from us. I'm very sorry to hear that you're not happy. We take all feedback received from our customers very seriously and are very concerned after reading your message. It would be really helpful if you could send me a photo of the damage, and I'd love to send you a replacement if you'd accept, or give you a full refund. Please let me know which option you prefer, and once again, sincere apologies for any inconvenience caused. Kind regards, Nick.
Hi Nick, oh thank you, that's really kind. I've attached a picture and in this situation I really would like a full refund.
Thanks for sending me the photo over, Steph. No problem, I'll process the refund now. So, I hope you enjoyed those two examples of customer service sucking really badly and then the correct or a good example of how to do good customer service. So what went wrong in the first example? This is the point that so many Etsy sellers get wrong. Both parties are on the defensive. The customer, quite rightly, is on the defensive. They're angry, they're annoyed, they just want to get the issue resolved. But the stance that so many Etsy sellers take and don't even really realise they're doing it is they're on the defence too. They're immediately protecting their business. It's an egoic response. They just want to protect their business. They don't want to hear the customer trashing their business or trashing their products. And every single interaction is attacking. Attack, defend, attack, defend. Customers getting more angry, sellers just getting more angry too. It's going nowhere. And remember what I said to you at the beginning. We were talking about the number of interactions for good customer service. Ideally, we want it in 5 or less. So from when the customer messages you to resolving the issue, you want to try to do it in 5 interactions or less. Now this one has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. And often when I look at my client's customer service, it's 15, 20, 25 messages. This is absolutely insane. It is such bad customer service to keep the customer hanging in there as you both try to get the upper hand and both win the argument. So the customer service sucks. First example was absolutely terrible, but that is typical of what I see in Etsy stores. I know you think that must be crazy. It's not. I see it every single day, every week, week in, week out, in customer service in Etsy stores. So, example number 2, well, what went right here? Well, why did it go so right and so much better? And why was it under the 5 required interactions? So the customer comes in, they're angry. The very first difference that you notice is the name. So we say hi and mention the customer's name. So reference them. Don't just launch straight into the defensive. Reference the customer. And the very first thing you do is you give emotion and feeling to validate the customer's anger. That's the diffusing part of this process. You diffuse the customer's anger by validating it and showing that you've heard what they've said and you genuinely feel upset and concerned. That takes the sting out of the customer's anger. It diffuses their just unhappiness. And then once you've diffused it, you offer the solution. So we want to now turn it around and make a bad situation good, to get something positive out of this. So by responding and saying, I'll be more than happy to offer you a replacement or a refund, which one would you like? Which is best for you? Because some people actually want the product. They don't automatically want to take a refund. But as you saw in the first example, if you don't sort your customer service out and stop it sucking, you're going to end up giving a refund anyway. However, obviously better to send a replacement and then the customer keeps your product. They've still got your product. They're going to be wearing the nice ring, talking about it, and they may, because of your good customer service, come back to you and purchase again. So offering those 2 options covers as much satisfaction for the customer as possible. The customer says, in this instance, they'd like a refund. That's fine. And then you reply, no problem. I'll sort that out for you. And you've turned a heavily negative problem or customer complaint into a positive outcome. And often, not always, but often, the customer will leave you a review, might be a 4-star or a 3-star even because of the original problem, but they will say often the customer service was really good and they were happy with that part of the transaction. So the difference between the two is so clear. Example 1 took 10 interactions. They ended up refunding anyway. They've got a bitter, angry customer never coming back to the shop. Example 2, 5 interactions or under. The customer ended up being happy, left with what they wanted. You're happy because you provided good customer service and the customer may well come back again. So those are the 2 examples of bad and good customer service. And for those who got this far, have a look at this. Calm down a bit. Right. Oh dear. Right, my glasses are steaming up. I kind of knew this was going to happen.
As if we look at each other.
I know if you don't look at each other, it's fine.
I want to make it more real.
I know, no, so do I. But don't look at, just don't look at me.
I bet you're going to put this on TikTok.
No.